Oh, you ready for this one? Good morning. How you doing? Look, girl, it's crazy. I almost got my hair appointment messed up, so I go get my hair done. So I'm gonna try not. I can't be on here that long, so that's why I want to be on time, getting everybody a chance to get on in here. We had a good one yesterday, girl. Can you hear me, Sabrina? I gotta wash my hair and everything. My appointment at 12 o'clock. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. What's up, Money K? What's up, Auntie? I go get my hair did today. I thought my hair appointment was yesterday, but it's actually today. And my nail appointment tomorrow. So I got to go wash my hair. I should have washed it last night. Can y'all hear me? Y'all make sure y'all tap that like button when you're coming in. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Oh. I'm trying to get in the house because I like doing my lives in the house. So I just want to make sure I'm in here on time. Good morning, Ventful. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? We had a good one yesterday, y'all. It was good yesterday. I'm trying to get in the house, give everybody a chance to get in here. Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning so far. How's everybody doing? We doing a mental health check this morning. How everybody doing? All right. I'm going in the house, yeah. Let me grab my coffee. Gee, I can't hear you. Okay, thank you. I'm hold on, y'all. Getting out the truck. Y'all gonna be dizzy a little bit. I'm going inside to do it. I'm doing good. Just how that work. Oh, okay. Oh, got my coffee. So I'm gonna give myself an hour, so that'll be 10:30. So give me time so I can wash my hair, cause I got to be at my hair appointment at 12. But you know they say be there at 12, and I probably get there and the person still in chair. But I just want to get this live in, and tomorrow I'll be able to do one as well, cause my nail appointment is at 12:30. Uh-uh. You still at that table, Kizelle? Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, I'm here. Where's my I got to get my Kizelle, bring me my tablet. In my room. I think it's in my room. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all tap on in here. Get on in here. What you getting done? I'm getting rope twists done. I'm getting some rope twists. And my nail appointment tomorrow. So I got to start packing my stuff because I'm leaving Friday. I got to, me and my God, we got to drive to Miami. So I'm excited. I can't wait. I need this little vacation. I'm ready to have some fun. Look, because I don't want to be doing nothing in my hair when I get there.
What shit?
What?
Let me see Lakencie's. I don't see yours. Oh, oh,
that ain't it. All right, y'all. Well, we just gonna do like a little. I'm just breaking the ice on this one right here. But I'm giving credit to what his name, Carl King. He's another content creator. But I actually seen it this morning. I actually was sent one I was gonna talk about, but I'm gonna hold off on the one because I got to get the full story. It was a story about this guy. He unalived his daughter. He impregnated her, but he ended up going to prison. But he actually was unalived in prison. So he actually got his karma. But I don't know the full details. It's not like a video. It's like a news article. So I will have to like really dig and read into it. So I know exactly what's going on. So I can be able to present what I want to present. But this one story, I don't even have my tablet.
Actually, I know where's that.
Okay, get my tablet for me. But yeah, I'm gonna as soon as I get my tablet, I'm gonna pull it up. So allegedly, I need my if anybody can, if Sabrina, if you know how to drop that disclaimer in here, can you do that for me? Cause I know Bullseye ain't in here. Normally her Terry will do it, but if you know how to do it, can you drop it in the link for me? But if not, I'll just wait till they get on here to do it. But okay, we good, we good, we good. And don't rush and do your work either. You take your time and do your work.
Wait, your car open, Grandma? Yeah.
Kizelle, go grab my charger for me real quick. I'm like rushing this morning because I had to drop everybody off the daycare after camp. But yeah, it's about this King King Carl or something like that. I think that's his name. Somebody sent it to him. Hey, from Kenya. All right. How you doing? Give me a minute, y'all. Gotta let this charge up. Everybody check in. I need to know how y'all doing. How y'all doing? I'm waiting on my tablet to load. But yesterday, the video from yesterday was so good. I'm fine. Okay, that's good. Good morning, Boots. I'm good on this hot morning, right? Oh, that's your phone ringing. I know, right? It's already hot. What you need my keys for?
For the cabinet.
Good morning, good morning. But when I tell y'all yesterday, it was so good, y'all. When I tell y'all, we've been coming in here doing these video reacts and just having people just coming in and diving in, chiming into the chat. Your opinion is welcome here. If you're dealing with something, you know, you may have triggers. I was in a situation. So yesterday I even finally came out my shell and broke my silence on some things that occurred in my life. You know, a lot of times we still be holding on to things, even in our adult life. We still don't like to talk about it. But baby, we on a journey of, you know, being free and releasing ourselves from holding all that toxic, bitter things inside of what someone has done to us. You know, we all on that journey. We all don't been through something, but we all here together to heal together. Whack, whack, when here. We all on this journey together. Hello, Gigi and Maz, chat fam. Hey, Bullseye. I knew you was coming. Hey, Young Blood. Valentina. Tell the boy in the white that I have. What? Now you got to go, because what we ain't gonna do now, we ain't telling him nothing. No, you playing right now. I don't play like that, bro. What you got going on? No, you don't lost your mind. So like I said, so we basically all just on this journey. We've been had it. Oh my God, yesterday was so good. Like we had different ones coming in, and we was talking about the dad that was grooming his daughter up in Tampa, Florida. And we talked about another young lady that the father tried to groom his daughter as well. So, but that mama, she was snapping both of these moms, but it actually opened up some things and allowed others to, chime in and different things like that. So it definitely has been a good journey here, tapping into different things. My thing is loading. So, but I ran across King, I think his name Carl King or something like that. So I ran across a video of his this morning. And this young lady, because I can't get this to load, but we definitely will do a recap on this. But I just want to talk about this real quick because I'm not gonna be on here long. What do you want now? I don't need my keys. Just go back that way. Let me read my disclaimer. Disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. So I ran across, I think it's King Carr, so I give him credit. It was a video he posted this morning that someone sent to him. Well, evidently it was this young lady. She met this guy on TikTok to get a tattoo, and she say the guy said that his shop was far from his house, but she ended up coming to his house. That for number one, that was a red flag. Number two, she was by herself. Pretty girl. She ended up going to his house. She did state it in a previous video that the brother was in there. But I'm just giving y'all a little back history of this because I do want to do a recap on this. So I will do a recap on this because I got to go find her on TikTok to be able to put her other two videos that he shared. But she ended up going to this guy's house, getting a leg tattoo. I guess she already had one, but he was adding things to the leg tattoo. So basically what she was saying when she got to his house and when they got into him doing I'm just paraphrasing right now, and he was doing her tattoo, and she was saying that he was rolling her shorts up. But the way he was rolling her shorts up, you know how you roll your shorts and pull them up like in the crack like you couldn't cheat. She said, but she didn't understand why he kept rolling her shorts up. And another thing, she ended up going. So the time frame that she gave, she went there at 3 o'clock. So I'm just gonna give y'all that little bit right now. So she ended up going there at 3 o'clock, but she stated that she was on the table, whatever this chair table that he had her lying on her side. She said, but during the time that he got into doing the tattoo, she said next thing she know, he lowered the table that she was laying on. He lowered the table. She said, but when he lowered the table, it was like he was like knee level to it. However, she was positioned on it. She was positioned on the table, but he lowered it where he could make like like she was basically like in a position of like he could make intercourse. She said next thing she know, he was folding up her shorts. And she said after he folded up her shorts, and she said she kept scooting and moving. She said the next thing he kept getting closer. And that's when she felt something like go inside of her. So basically he had himself pull her shorts and pull her, like, you know, you pull something to the side. He pulled it to the side and he positioned himself inside of her while she laying on the table, while he doing her tattoo. And that's what he was doing. He was essaying her on the table. He was essaying her on the table. And she said, like, she was afraid. She said she was scared. She was there by herself. She said she thought that how could she get out? How could she make it out? And she said it took him, she said it took him forever to do the tattoo. So based on what she showed, it really didn't take him that long to take it. But she said she was from his house from 3 to 9 o'clock. And the whole time that she was there, the whole time she was there at his house, he was basically had him inserted himself inside of her. And she was there by herself, and she was like, she was texting, let the person know that different family members and them, that she was there. So I wish I could pull my thing up so y'all can really hear her tell her story. It's better when you hear the person telling the story, and then we could add more like our input. But this is like, my thing is, ladies, you should never, never, never go anywhere by yourself. This young lady, for number one, she drove a whole hour to this guy's house. For number one, those are red flags. You never go to anyone's house. She went to his house. It was another guy in the house. She said it was the brother. So they could have done anything to her. And she stated in the video that he did give her the money back. But I think it was too many red flags that she went to drove an hour from where she lived. She was in Louisiana. She drove to this guy's house to get a tattoo. And in the midst of her getting a tattoo, this guy essayed her. She was there for 6 hours with him in his house. And then further in the story, another guy has a similar name to this guy, and he's a tattoo artist as well. So he had been getting backlash, but he did speak out. He stated where he lived at it wasn't him. So what are y'all take on that? Because I can't pull the video up right now, but I would have never went to nobody's house. And I think when she pulled up, she's a very beautiful girl. And I think she put herself in a real bad situation. She did state that she did do a police report, but she don't live where she left. She said her whole thing was to try to get out and be safe getting out, because she really thought she wasn't going to make it out. But she did get out the home. And she also stated that once she got to safety, she did do a police report, and they told her they was going to do a follow-up. But from what she said, I don't think they did a follow-up. It's so crazy that we hear so many of these stories, like even the one that we talked about on yesterday. Like, it's like when young ladies are put in these situations, not even just young ladies, but men. But we mostly been doing stories about young ladies that's been essayed. And it seemed like when they're doing these reports, I don't know if these girls understand too. Even though you're doing a report and you're in a situation, you need to get a rape kit done as well. If a person, well, two of the stories we know, the dads, they didn't use themselves. They was using toys, introducing their girl, trying to get their daughters to do things with toys. But if you in a situation, you never shower. You always go, the great kit. Yeah, great kit. Because I can't say that. My bad. Thank you, Bullseye. Make sure you get a great kit done. So I'm not sure if this young lady got a great kit done. She didn't mention it. All she said, she did a police report. But if this guy did insert himself inside of her, she should have done a great kit. She should have done that. And that would have been her evidence for this guy, because she lived at an hour away from him. So I'm going to continue to follow up with her story. To follow her story, I got to go to her TikTok page. And once I get the full detail, I'm just trying to introduce y'all to this story. So tomorrow I'll be able to go live tomorrow as well. So the only reason why I'm here now, because my hair appointment got pushed back. I thought my hair appointment was yesterday, but it's actually today. And it got pushed back to 12 o'clock. So I'm not going to be able to be on here that long. So 10:30 is my time to be on and off here by 10:30. Because as you see, I got to wash my hair. So not sure why my tablet not coming on. So what are you guys intake on that? But we know the recap going to be even better because I'm going to be able to have all the videos where you all can hear the videos from the person. It's better when you hear it from the person's mouth. But I'm just giving y'all like breaking ice on this story by this tattoo artist. And my thing is, if you do have to go to somebody's house, you should never go to anybody's house alone, yet alone you driving a whole hour to go to somebody's house. Especially if you're a female and you're by yourself, you never go alone. You always go with someone, because that story could have been so different with this young lady. It could have been a whole nother story. She could have came up missing, her family wouldn't have knew where she was, because this guy has access to this young lady while she's inside this home. So what are you guys y'all can put your input in on this. What do you think? What do you think about that? Being essay on a table while you getting a tattoo. That's so sickening. What we that's a mental illness. And we've been talking a lot about that. Hey, do you know the effect has open chat panel? You're open to chat in the panel. I'm late. You late? What you been at? You was the first one in here. How you late, Sabrina? Sabrina, how you late? You was the first one in here. Hey, Brittany. So now I told this whole story, and now you telling me you late, Sabrina. Can you please answer? I'm scared of it. You're a troll. You be trolling every day. So started watching this police video. Oh, okay. Hi, you are so pretty. Thank you. So what it's an open panel. So what do you all think? Like I said, this young lady drove a whole hour. She drove a whole hour from where she was. I heard about the tattoo video, but that's crazy. She didn't say anything. Who didn't say anything? The girl? Yeah, she did say something. She did eventually she did reach out to the police, but her whole thing was trying to escape, get not so much escape, but she wanted to get out the home safe. But she said she was there from 6. He kept her there till like 9 o'clock at night. I think she said she was there from 3 to 9. She got there at 3, and she said she kept telling, yes, the whole time during the tattoo, she sat there from 3 to 10 and didn't say no. No, she didn't sit there. She was on the table. She was laying on the table. But she had a phone. Her whole thing was she was by herself. She drove a whole hour. So we're gonna give her some grace. We're gonna give her some grace. All right. So we're gonna give her grace. Because I don't know what I would have done in that situation either. Yeah, but we're gonna give her grace. But she said she met him on TikTok. That's what the girl said. She met him on. I've been in that type of situation before twice, so I'm only speaking from experience. But she was like, she said it was someone, the brother was in the house, but she said she was like afraid that even if she would have yelled. So I can't say because I don't know, it could have, everybody's situation is different. That's why I said we want to give her grace. And because we don't know, thank God your situation, you experienced that, but but the outcome, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what the outcome of her situation could have been. You get what I'm saying? Being that he know that he did this to her, he was doing this to her. He held her against her own will. And I'm sure she couldn't overpower him. So she said she was on her phone. So I'm just trying to see it from a whole nother perspective of that. So that's why I'm saying let's try to Kia, these lashes is not cute, baby. These lashes got to come out, baby. They holding on by a thread of glue. I promise you. But thank you. I came in late. But Brittany, we talking about the young lady that she drove an hour to go get a tattoo. She went the guy, she say the guy told her that whatever the other location, it was further away, but she ended up I'm gonna read your thing, Sabrina. She ended up driving to his house. She drove to his house. She said she was there from 3 to 9 or 3 to 10. And she was saying he pulled her clothes up, and once he pulled her clothes up, he inserted himself inside of her. And she said she was on the table, and the whole time he was doing her tattoo, that he was himself was inserted in her. And she said she just laid on the table, and she was telling him, how long you gonna be, before you're done with the tattoo. So I don't know her situation. This is her story. So I'm giving her grace in the matter. She did say she called the police. She did do a police report, but I hope she did a great kit as well. But it was another tattoo artist had a similar name to the guy, but it wasn't him. It was a different one. So let me get into these cause Sabrina in these comments this morning. So let me get on in here. Started watching. Okay, I seen that. I heard about the tattoos. Okay, I read that. Yes, the whole. Okay, I read that one. I found that odd. I've been in that type of. Okay, I read that. I came in late. Why did she go by herself someone's house though? Yup, that was weird too. I wouldn't have never. I felt like I wouldn't have never. She said that I forgot what she said because I don't want to put words in her mouth because I need the video, but my tablet ain't coming on. I forgot what she had said because I was trying to watch the video before I got on here. But she stated to something like as if I guess she wasn't scared or something. I don't know. Okay, I read that from her actions are questionable, but I'm happy she survived and she's okay. I just need more info on this, to be honest, before I call him a rapist. I need more details. No, we're not I'm not calling him a rapist. She did state that she got 2 videos on YouTube, but I didn't. Carl King, the other content creator, he kind of shared it. So we both trying to, I want to give her the grace because I don't, I just, like I said, I just overlooked the video. She did say that she did take out a police report on him. The dude later, she said he ended up sending her money back. He sent her money back that she paid for the tattoo. He sent that back to her. She should have taken someone. Yes. And she did talk about that. She said she did talk about it in the video that she basically wanted to bring awareness to others, because what she did, she put herself in a bad situation that could have really cost her life. She said she, didn't know if anything different could have happened. She could have lost her life. She didn't feel safe at all. But eventually she ended up leaving. I thought she said that he pulled her leg. Yeah, he did. She said he pulled her leg open a bit and laid his private on her. Yep, he did. She did say that. But that was after he pulled her shorts up. And I think after he is what she say, she felt it when she felt it on her back or something, or her backside or leg. He laid his private part on her leg or thigh, whatever he did that first. And then eventually she say he pulled her leg. And that's when he inserted himself. So he was tapping while tatting. Sabrina. Sabrina. Oh, that one Sabrina. Look, cause that sounds like something Sabrina say. Bullseye, yes. He was cause that sounds like something Sabrina would say. I had to look again. But yeah, Bullseye. He was tapping while he was tapping. She said she was laying on his. Yeah, at one point she did say, because I was trying to figure out how she went from the table to his lap. And she said she was about to fall. How she. So I don't know if he pulled, because remember, he lowered the table. So I don't know if he pulled her to him. So look, I'm just giving her the benefit of the doubt. So I can't see if he pulled her to him. You get what I'm saying? So if he already insert, so we just doing role play right here. If she position the way she's saying him insert, I can't see him pulling her to him. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably how she got on his lap. She said she was laying on his lap. So how was he able to go? Because he inserted while she was on the table. She was already on the table when he inserted himself. So she in one part she said he lowered the table. So I can see her on the table. I can see him doing that and pulling her to him. I can see that. She's a petite young girl. We don't know his size, how big of strong guy he is. So I don't know. I seen the video of him and her. To me, her story foreseen right. You seen the story? Okay, let me get to that right, Bullseye. I'm confused. I would have done research first before going to someone that you don't know. I wouldn't be going anywhere. People is crazy out here. Yes. And she didn't say anything to the other person who was there. No, the other person, she don't know the person. So I don't think she would interact with another person. Maybe that person was in a different part of the house. Remember, she's at his house. So I'm not sure if that person was there. So I don't know. We don't know if she was in a close proximity area wherever she was. So I'm not sure what area of the house she was in. I don't know what area the other person was in the house. So I'm still gracing her. I'm still giving her the benefit of the doubt, because at the end of the day, this is a young girl at somebody's house. Um, and something could have happened. I'm glad she got out. So I got to dig more into it. So that's why I'm bringing this story here, so we could do a little more digging. I could do a little more research. I can't pull it up so we all can hear what she got to say, because I was trying to do that. I just want y'all to know what we gonna be talking about when I come back. And she didn't say anything to the other person. No, she didn't. She said she knew somebody else was in the house, but she didn't say nothing. My husband is the only one that is allowed to tap me, and I'ma be real. How she explained it is possible due to the position she is saying. That's how I'm seeing it. Like the position, if you listen at how she was positioned, however he lowered the table, she was positioned where he could have inserted himself. So I can see him inside of her, him pulling her to him. You get what I'm saying? He already in her. So I could kind of see it, because I'm just trying to see as if, like, not saying she role played this all, our opinion, my opinion, allegedly. I'm just thinking of a situation if a person was in a role play position. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I'm seeing it from that perspective. But I can see him pulling her to him if he's already inserted inside of her. What did Brittany say? Yep. She didn't do her research at all. Hello, everyone. I believe he may have had this private. And I'm thinking, and another thing too from prior videos, if I'm not mistaken, I think other women are coming forward. Other women are speaking out. And I think she was the first one to speak out, to do the police report and to say something. And from the video of what I'm hearing, I'm thinking other women have, now that this young lady has came forward, speaking out and saying something, other ladies are speaking out saying that he did them the same way. I believe he may have had his private out near her leg, and that alarmed her. But to go inside her and tattoo her at the same time, nah, I don't even know. I think he was doing the tattoo. Be, I don't know. If he's standing up at first, if he's standing up, if he's just standing inserted, if he's standing up, yeah, I can see him doing that. Cause we got the like we said, we all, but he could be experienced. This probably ain't his first rodeo. This probably not his first time doing this. And he seemed to be a very experienced young man. You know what I'm saying? Based on what he done, it sounds like he has done this before. He has done this before. I saw it on Carlos King. Yes, I give him the credit for it. So that's where the credit go to Carlos King. So on the hour-long ride back home, she didn't think to call someone. She did. She said when she made it to her car, she was like, she said she broke down and cried. She said she was just crying. But she did call the police. She did. She called the police. She did. LOL, me and Brina never part. Yeah, you and Brina never part. I got my private peers and I went with someone even though 125th Street is busy. I don't play with strangers near my poom poom. That's dangerous to go along. But she didn't, the tattoo that she got, it was actually on her leg. And she said that she didn't understand what the position where he was doing the tattoo. She didn't understand why he was pulling her shorts up. And she said she was like, you know, when he was pulling up her shorts, and she was like, well, asking him why he was pulling her shorts, and he was like, oh, I just want to have a good look of the tattoo. She got a real pretty tattoo on her leg, and she said she didn't understand why he was pulling her shorts up and what was, you know, why he was doing that. So I'm just saying, I wasn't in the situation. Only she was in the situation. She the one that experienced it. And I know we, you know, we just here voicing our opinions. But we gonna give her some grace today, even in our opinions. Even she said he was texting. She said she was texting and calling people like, what was she saying? I don't know. She didn't call nobody. She was texting. And I guess she was letting them know what was going on. So I can understand. But my thing is, it's an hour drive. So I don't know if she was fearful of making it out or what the situation was. But she was with him for a long time, clearly, right there. So she on the phone telling people he doing that. I don't know, Sabrina. That's why we here. We trying to. I'm confusing. She needs to tell the story because some parts is confusing. Right, right, Brittany. Sabrina, I had got my nipples pierced, and I had a man with me at that time. What area of her body did she get tapped? It was on her thigh. She was laying. I guess she was. Look, I'm just saying, y'all. This just me. Y'all see me? Hold on. I guess like this. She was getting that done. Right there. And he was like that. And he was behind her. Was that a good illustration, y'all? What area of the body? Bullseye, did I do a good job of illustrating? I got mine done too and went with my homegirl and best friend at the time. The man was very gentle and respectful. The man that did my private was a creep. Lesson to be learned. Be careful looking for something on social media. Never travel alone, and especially going a long distance to get a tattoo done correctly. Right, Jamila? Yes, Brittany smells like ish because he was on the. Oh, that's right. He. Oh yeah. Thank you for putting God's child. Thank you. That's key right there. Thank you for putting that part in it. She knew him because he was on Black Ink, a TV series, and I feel like she's doing this for clout. You think she's doing it for clout? Me too, God's child. This screams clout chaser. But it was another guy. Remember, it's another guy that has a similar name as this guy, but he's a tattoo artist too. But he works somewhere else, but it's not that guy. That was in Louisiana. How old was the girl, y'all? I don't even know how old she was. I got plenty tattoos alone in a room with a man. I don't know, but I don't play. If it's somewhere I have to remove clothing, then I go with someone and they must be in the room with me or I leave. She didn't remove her clothing. She had on clothes. She was young. She had clothes on. She never took her clothes off. He pulled her shorts up between her. So she never removed items. She had on clothes. She had on shorts because the where she was getting a tattoo on her thigh. See, he should have cameras for situations like this. But why would he give her the money back? After she left, he gave her the money back. It would be crazy if he had a video and drop it on the internet. But the thing, God's child, he gave her money back. So why would he, if there was nothing wrong, why did he give her the money back? Because she paid, hey, Red Arrow. So why would he give her the money back? What if he got a video and he showed the police and that's probably the reason she ain't heard nothing back from the police because if he did, he would be in jail. Well, I don't know because we have two stories that we covered yesterday. Two little girls that was actually essay her groomed by their dad, their own fathers, and both mothers did police reports and nothing have been done yet because they still have to do a full investigation. They still have to do a thorough investigation. So they can't just go make an arrest based on what she's saying. That's why I said if he penetrated her, did she get, we don't know that. So I don't know. She should have got a great kick. Just filing a report and not, if somebody did that to me, I'm gonna do further than that. I'm gonna go to the nearest hospital and get a great kit done on me. That lady was traumatized and I am so glad she spoke up and out to empower others to come forward. If he did violate her in any way, allegedly, he needs to be somewhere he can't get tatted and tapped. Right. Jahia, yeah, I agree. Um, yes, the story was crazy. Them text messages, OMG. If he was allegedly on Black Ink, he may have that every woman wants me, whether they say it or not. GE a fan. He a fan. You right about going to the hospital. Yep, I think she need. I hope she did. If we all this all allegedly, and the daddy looked nasty. Oh, who daddy look nasty? Who daddy look nasty, Sabrina? I'm talking about the text between the daddy and the daughter. Oh, okay. Right? Oh, he's this. You should have heard the one that we did, the one um with the little 9-year-old little girl. She was 9 years old, and her dad tried to do something similar to her, a 9-year-old little girl. We did that story yesterday too. So like I said, I'm glad that's her story, because I know yesterday I spoke on a situation with me. It was a situation that happened to me that I spoke about, where I was violated, and I was violated on a coming from a church, on a church van, by the pastor's son. So, and even in the process of that, me being violated, the pastor tried to accuse me of, tried to blame me for what his son did. So sometimes and a lot of times, when you in situations like that, it's like, it's why we try to protect those people, but we don't protect ourselves. So, and I know for a long time, and when I finally opened up about the situation, what happened to me, I was able to open up based on other people's stories and them telling their stories, even though I wasn't penetrated by anyone, but I still was violated. I was touched. So I said, you know what? I'm still gonna open up and speak about it and talk about it, because at the end of the day, we all still have our stories. And when you put in certain situations, you can't say how you would handle the situation, how you would tell the situation. Because when that happened to me, I was confused. When that person did that to me, it confused me. When I don't know if that's a part of it, but I was confused. I was like, I didn't know what to think. And I was a grown woman when that happened to me. Hi, Terry. Good morning. So like I'm saying, like, everybody experience is different. So she could have been fearful. So she just telling her story, and hopefully other women will come forward if she's not his first victim. And from what I'm hearing, there are other victims, and maybe and the victims that he probably do have could be the victims in his town and where he lived at. But we got to understand, this young lady didn't live where he lived at. So maybe she had the courage to speak out and say something. So being that she came forward, so maybe other women, and that's probably what they're waiting on, that if other women have fell victim to him, if let's see if we could get other leads and see if other women will come forward saying that this happened to them. So maybe they're going to try to build a case. And we got to understand, when you're in a situation and when they're building a case on someone, they got to have all the evidence, because that person is still innocent until proven guilty. You get what I'm saying? But you got to have credible evidence. So my thing is, even if he did do this to her, I hope and pray that other women will come forward and speak out. And now you have a person that has, maybe this young lady has given other young ladies a voice. Maybe they were afraid to speak out, because maybe they were afraid that he will harm them and do something to them. So that's why they never said anything. You get what I'm saying? So now that this young lady has come forward, even though it looked like it's all over the place and things like that. So hopefully we're going to give her the benefit of the doubt. And hopefully if this happened to other women, that he did these things to them. So hopefully these women will come out as well and speak their mind. Speak on this situation. Brittany, I seen someone in the comment over there saying, right. Cause cause I know of situations, Kizelle. Oh, okay. I know of situations where women, they do the rape kit on them, they do the police report, and but it's still not too late to do a rape kit. You get what I'm saying? Maybe the evidence won't be there, but I guess it's a certain way if you got scarring tissues and things like, not my face looking like that. Can Can we talk about something interesting? About that, we are talking about something interesting. So if you don't like what we talking about, you need to exit out this live, because it is interesting. Because we bringing awareness. Good morning, Ashley Chats. How you doing? Good morning to everyone that's chimed in. Brittany, I see. See. Angelique, welcome back. Angelique, welcome back. Um, Look at God. You never know how sharing your testimony can be a blessing to others that felt alone in their trauma. Thank you. You're welcome. Cause it happens so many times because I've been in that situation. I've been in a vulnerable situation. And when I was violated with like maybe 6, 8 other people on the van. And not only did it happen to me, it was me, another young lady, and it was 3 of us that was violated by the pastor's son. And those 2 young ladies was afraid to speak out. And being that I spoke out, they spoke out. And I told them, we in this together. You don't have to be afraid. We standing up for right. We're not gonna just because it's the pastor's son, it don't give him a slap on the wrist. It don't give him the right to just go around touching the women's and the young ladies in the church. Just because it's your pastor, that don't give you that right. And that I was violated from the pastor's son. And it traumatized me. It did a lot to me because here I am. I'm in this church where you trust your leaders, but then for their son to do that to you, and that was traumatizing to me. I felt nasty. I didn't even feel myself no more. I didn't feel it. It makes you feel so disgusting. You get what I'm saying? I was a whole married woman and I was violated in the church. And things like that do happen. So I can kind of sympathize with her a little bit. So that's why I'm just trying to sympathize with her and gracing her because for a long time I'm just really more now that I'm talking about these different stories and how people having the strength to speak up and talk about it. Now I'm in a position now that I'm able to talk about what happened to me because I want somebody to believe me. Cause they was making it seem like what I said was a lie. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's why a lot of times when victims come forward, they don't like to say nothing because they're afraid that nobody will believe them. And I felt the same way. That oh yeah, right. Did that, being that the type of young lady I am, or and making it seem like I done something wrong and I didn't. But yeah, I was violated. And I'm glad that I'm able to come here to share my story as well, to let another person know if you've been in that situation and if you're afraid to speak up or you're afraid to speak out, don't be afraid to speak out. Just keep talking about it till somebody believe you. Because one thing about the truth gonna stand when nothing else don't stand. And that's what that's my whole thing. Because I held that for a long time. And yesterday I kind of broke my silence yesterday due to other people coming in this chat, telling their stories and saying what happened to them, even though my situation wasn't as bad as theirs, but it was I was still in denial about that happened to me. I was still trying to, make it look like it wasn't really nothing. Oh, it wasn't really nothing. But it was something. That was something that happened to me. Oh, 10 more minutes. Tay, thanks for your chat participation. Back to welcome back. I may go over my little 10 minutes. Love you back. Gosh, D, love your pink. OMGGD. Yes, Ashley chats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't worry, we believe you and we love you. Has anyone? And the thing, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. When that happened to me, I could have pressed charges and everything. I could have even did a police report. Even me and the other 3 girls, the 3 young ladies that the pastor's son did that to us, because it was like we felt sorry for the pastor. We felt sorry for the wife, but yet nobody felt sorry for us. You get what I'm saying? It was like the pastor and the wife, they was more concerned about their son. They didn't even care about how we felt, like how we was violated. We could have I never made a police report. I never pressed charges on him. I never did any of that. So I was left to, you know, to live in silence about what he did to me. I had to live in denial and saying, oh, to tell myself it never happened. And I'm a grown woman. And I've been all these years I've been telling myself that that never happened. I've been like trying to block it out that it never happened. It's so many people like myself and other people that won't even come forth and won't even say nothing. They won't say nothing. They won't speak out. Even I'm me. I did that for yesterday. Like was the first time that I really like came out. It was like God was like, it happened to you. Because God will bring things back to your remembrance. And like I said, if we in a place of allowing God to heal our heart, and I want to be healed. And I had to face that thing head on to say, yes, it did happen. I had to tell myself it did happen. He did that to you. He violated you. And at the end of the day, you know, I'm looking at this young lady. I don't know her situation. I would have been terrified. I would have been so afraid if somebody did that to me. Yes, she made a lot of mistakes, a lot of red flags. She even knows she made a lot of mistakes. She even knows she put herself in a bad situation. But my thing is, even if it did happen, I'm glad this young lady spoke out. I'm glad this young lady said something. Allegedly, if this man did do this, how many more young ladies have he done this to? We just saying allegedly. And I'm just praying and hoping that she's not making this up. She's not doing it for clout or anything like that. And I'm glad that she had the strength to speak out. She got out. She was safe. She did. She took the, you know, the what the, you know, she took the steps what she needed to do. I'm just saying, if this is true, I'm glad that this young lady spoke out, because now she's giving somebody else a voice, somebody that didn't have a voice, somebody that was afraid and been afraid of him, knowing that he's did these things to you. I'm gonna tell y'all another story. Like, while I'm talking about this, it's like so many things like coming up. Like, you block, you when things happen to you, you block these things out. And this another thing I'm gonna hit on, and that it's coming back to me now. um I remember I think I was in high school. I think I had to been about 17. I left home and I was going to a friend's house, but I had to walk like down this road. Like, it's a road where cars be on it. But the thing about it, so as I'm walking down the road, this guy on this come to find out, this guy was on this bicycle. So this me walking, I'm walking this way. He's coming this way on the bicycle. So I forgot how he done it. He went around me. When he seen me, I'm walking and I see him, but I feel so uncomfortable. Like, this my first time. I don't even know if I even told my mama this, y'all. I'm 54 years old. And I think I was 16 or 17 when this happened. I don't even think I was so terrified. I was so scared. Um, Thank God he didn't do nothing to me. But it was like a lot of trees, but I was on the sidewalk. He was on the bicycle. He went up on the bicycle. He went past me and he turned around. And when the dude turned around on the bicycle, he took his private out and started being his private in front of me. And I almost had a heart attack. And I'm like, oh my God. I was by myself. I was so afraid. Like, now that I'm thinking about all this stuff, like things like that. And then when I later found out, the guy that did that to me, he was the guy that lived it down the street from me. We lived it on the same street. His brother used to come. His brother used to come and play with us, play with my brothers and stuff. But the kid that used to come to our house and play with my brothers, it was his older brother. And I didn't know he had an older brother. And one day I was walking off the street and I seen him. So the same guy that lived on my street. So that means this guy had been targeting me. He had been watching me, and I probably didn't even know that he had been watching me and targeting me, and he did that to me. And like I'm saying, like, sometimes things be happen to you, and you put a mental block there, and you try to block the things out that have happened to you. That guy could have, if he did that to me, what else would he have done to me? What else would he have done if he was on a bicycle, took his private out, and was beating on himself right in front of me, and I'm looking like I'm a young girl. He could have did anything. So to me, this tells me that this guy was plotting probably to make his move to do something to me. But I thank God that God protected me and shielded me, that nothing to that ever happened. So I'm grateful. It doesn't matter what position you put yourself in, it's still your body. And it doesn't give no one the right to violate anyone. Thank you, Tim. Thank you for your input. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brittany, my love. Thank you so much for that. Hey, Joanne, if you're still in here. Sometimes people don't talk because of naysayers and ridiculing them. Right, Auntie Monica? And I would have pressed charges just off that. And I actually checked and I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm so glad that I'm able to get my voice back. I've been silenced for so long. And I feel like when sensitive topics like these, thank you. When you speak on sensitive topics like these, things like that, it does bring awareness. And I'm glad that I'm able to come here to give others a voice and also find my voice. I'm finding my voice. I'm getting my voice back because I didn't even realize that I had a mental block. I put blockage up. I block things out. That these are things that happened to me. And now I'm able to talk about it to say you don't have to be in denial. You know what I'm saying? This did happen to you. They did this to you. And this is what it is. This was it right? No, it's not right. You didn't deserve that. Nobody should violate you. Even the guy on the bicycle. He violated me. I was a young girl and he violated me. Like, and I feel like it was still wrong. I don't know what to call it, but it was still, he violated me, you know? Ashley chats. Ashley, why you deleted your thing? What you deleted? That's why when I go out, I watch my surroundings. If it's at night or in the day, I try not to be out at nighttime. I try to be at home at a certain time. I can read people, and if I just feel like you are weird and I feel uncomfortable, I would just go in a building. They'll follow you in. Oh, okay, it was a troll comment. I deleted. Oh, okay, Ashley. Yeah, and even in stores, like one day I was in like the Family Dollar store. I'm gonna give myself 3 minutes, y'all, because I gotta go wash my hair. But this guy was like literally following me in the store. And I'm looking at him like, you got a problem, dude? People are weird. And he followed me in the store. Um, he didn't buy nothing. And then he ended up, because you got weird people that come in stores and they watch women and they watch them go to their vehicles and things like that. So I actually watched him because he was like every aisle that I go on, it seems that he was on every aisle that I was on. And I'm like, he's giving weird vibe. That's giving weird. So now I'm looking at him like, so when I spotted him, I'm like, let me go on the next aisle to see where he comes. So eventually he left out the store. So I gave myself space and time to let him go on so I could see what vehicle he getting in to make sure I watch my surroundings before I went to my vehicle because, baby, he was going to get beat down. And then I want to watch the parking lot to see if anybody else was with him. But like I said, we just breaking the ice on this story right here. And like I said, happy birthday. Because this happens more than what we know. And people go through things, and like what I'm talking about now, I was like 16 or 17 and I never talked about that. I never told nobody that, but I feel like it's safe here, and me speaking out and me giving I'm getting my voice back. I'm able to get my voice back where I lost my voice, where I silenced myself. Even I could have pressed charges on that guy that did that to me, but I was afraid when I found out he stayed down the road. I was afraid, would he come in our house? Would he do something to us if I said something? So, back then things are a lot different, but still, as time go on, we find our voice. And this is what we're doing. We're all finding our voice. It may not be this situation. It could be any situation that you lose your voice. But we finding our voice back. And we're getting our voice back. So no matter what, it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right for anyone to show them private parts to anyone. You know, we got daddies out here grooming, they trying to groom their daughters, and thank God that these little girls are strong enough to speak out and talk to their moms and things like that. So I'm grateful that I'm able to come here to be able to let my voice be heard, to let someone know, hey, this happened to me, but I silenced myself. I allow these persons or people to silence me. I'm a grown woman and they silenced me. It was like, who was I protecting? Nobody wasn't protecting me. But I have a voice now. And I'm going to continue to let my voice be heard. I'm going to continue to keep speaking out. So that way, it would give somebody else the strength to say, you know what? I found my voice. Because other young ladies that told their story on yesterday allowed me to find my voice, allowed me to get my voice back. Based on stories like this, it gave me my voice back for me to tell my story, to say, hey, this what happened to me. And I found my voice and I got my voice. I'm 54 years old and I found my voice because that's what happened to me. And it did happen. And they did it. And I was violated. You know? And I'm grateful and I'm thankful for the women that probably experienced that and probably had the strength to give their voice. And maybe some, it took them longer to get their voice. And everybody that tell their story, you don't know who you're helping. Your story going to help the next person. Somebody told their story here and it helped me. It gave me strength to tell my story. God was able to shed light on that dark situation to say, remember when you went through this? Remember when you experienced this? Sometimes you try to, and I be like, well, dog, and just sit here. I remember when that happened to me with the guy on the bicycle. So I'm finding my voice. And I'm going to continue to let my voice be heard. I'm going to continue to let my story be heard and tell my testimony. Yes, I did lose my son. But there are other things that God need to heal in my heart. And that was something that God had to go. And remember, we talk about there are things that God said, you've been hiding this right here. And I need to come and get that. I need to heal that in you. I need you to get that out there and talk about that. You get what I'm saying? There are a lot of things that we could talk about. But I'm grateful and I'm thankful that I've finally found my voice. And I can say, I'm free now. I still feel like I'm trapped. I do, even though I'm talking about it. But I'm putting it out there. I'm speaking those things as not as though they were. But even me speaking about it, I still feel trapped. I still feel like I'm trapped. Not the adult in me, but the young girl in me that God did that to on the bicycle. I feel like she's still trapped. The ones that I still feel, I don't know, I just feel trapped. But I know the more that I talk about it, I know God gonna free me from it. I'm gonna be free from the bondage and the power of the persons that did that to me. So I feel like I'm getting my voice and I'm speaking out, and I hope that my story, just as well as other stories, can be able to help somebody. If you a young lady on here, and some things happen to you and you don't have your voice, you're safe here. Get the strength and pull from others and get the strength to be able to get it out so you can set yourself free. So you don't have to no longer be bondage to the things at the hands of what someone violated you and did some things to you that wasn't right. If you're a young man or if you was a young boy and somebody violated you, you have a voice. Don't let anyone silence you. And sometimes it takes for someone else to tell their story to give you the strength to tell your story of what someone did to you and what happened to you. And it took me this long to find my voice, to speak out and face this thing head on, that it did happen. It did happen. And they know I would no longer be enslaved or allow that to have power over me. I will continue to speak out and let my voice be heard just as well as others. Thank you, Random. One time I was out of town and I did a tour, and this man looked at me, and I rode up and went into a building by myself. Good morning, Nina. When things happen, you block things out, but later on, blockage causes trigger points. You are so right. I have so much healing. I need people don't understand, and those with the glass windows know when God forbids it happens to them. Oh wow, real woman, very attractive. Heal for real. Yes, Auntie Monica. So I have an appointment, and I wanted to just get on here and talk about this young lady, but we're gonna dive more into her story as well as our own stories, and hopefully others will run across this it will be a recap of this story right here. So hopefully we'll have others to come in to chime in on this story, to give them a voice. Maybe you someone that may come back later and come across this video. Maybe you someone that have lost your voice. But you're safe here. You're not alone. You're not in this by yourself. You sometimes you feel like you're alone and you in it by yourself. And you didn't have the strength, or you didn't have, you know, to speak out, or you was afraid that no one would believe you. But I'm here to tell you that we do believe you. No matter the situation, we believe you. But even if you didn't get the justice, like myself, I didn't press charges in these situations. I didn't file police reports, but it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. It did happen. Just because I didn't file the charges, it still happened. No matter what, it happened. And those persons did that to me. And it happened. And I'm no longer in denial about what they did, because it happened. So I want you to know, even if you didn't get justice in your situation, find your voice, talk about it, speak about it. And you no longer have to suffer in silence because of what somebody did to you, because you was afraid to speak out, because you thought that no one would believe your story. But if you run across this, like I said, tomorrow, I have an appointment at 12:30. I'm on my way. I got to wash my hair. I got less than an hour to do this. But we're gonna come here tomorrow morning. And I will be on here tomorrow because I go get my nails done tomorrow at 12:30. So we'll have more time to recap on this story in the morning. I love everybody. If you all would like to bless the chat, you can support it. But if not, I'm just grateful that you are here, that you're able to tell your story. So that's all what we here for, giving everyone a voice. Auntie, you work today? You at work? Hi, Brandy Davis. So I'm gonna give it 2 minutes. Anybody have anything to say? I'm giving everybody 2 minutes to say their last words or whatever they want to say to encourage someone, or and I'm out of here at 10:45. I actually went over my time. Hi, Amber. Thank you for coming in. Thank everybody for chiming in. Thank you all for your input, your opinion in this. We respect everybody's opinion because it's their opinion. We're gonna respect everyone's opinion here because we all entitled to our own opinion. While I woke up late, didn't go to group, y'all, it's 107% here in North Carolina. Woke up late. What's 107%? Listen to your inner voice. Is God speaking to us? Yes, Brandon. Yes. God is so good. Because God know what we all need. One thing about it, we can't hide from him. He knows what we need. Oh, the weather. That's 107. Woo. Gee, that's hot. You better stay inside and stay hydrated. We are all God's children. May everyone have a blessed day. Yes, we are all God's children. Yes, we are. Oh. All right, y'all. It's yes, he is. My birthday was just happy birthday. Happy birthday. Appreciate everyone for coming in, diving in. But we're gonna recap on this story. Like I said, today I'm going to get my hair done. So I'm gonna do more research with this. I just wanted to bring that story to bring awareness to this young lady's story. And I thank everybody that chimed in and came in. So we're gonna get more into it, and hopefully, and more healing gonna go on. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for more healing, for us to heal. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to just present something here. I want to be able to heal from my past traumas as well too. Do you have? Y'all just don't know what to say. Bullseye, you got them already. All right. Everybody preaching. Oh my God. Y'all is. Who said I was preaching? I'm not preaching. All right, y'all. I'm finna bounce off of your Gigi. Enjoy your live. Enjoy your day. You too. Love everybody. Y'all be blessed. And tomorrow I will be on here tomorrow, cause my appointment at 12:30. So I'm glad I was able to get this live in. So I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all hit that notification. Hit them notifications, because it's gonna be good tomorrow. All right, talk to you guys later. All right, bye-bye.